If demand for personal and business services is diminished in the post-COVID labor market, this will in effect mean that weight is sliding off the low wage end of the bar. And of course, these challenges will be compounded by the unfolding wave of major retail bankruptcies, and moreover, by changes or endogenous changes in technology itself, or at least people's acceptance of technology. So one thing that the pandemic has done is made people more accepting of obtaining services without human contact, whether that's through online ordering, whether that's ordering from kiosks at restaurants, and even in hotel rooms where you may not have people, you may be customers may be more accepting of the idea that they don't have cleaners who come to their room every single day. And so in many ways, that is an efficiency gain, but of course, it has a cost for people in the low end side of the labor market, the people who provide many of those services. And so looking forward, I want to make just a couple of closing remarks. First, there's an irony to these observations. Many have lamented the polarization of employment in the US and throughout the industrialized world. And so you might say, isn't it possible that the pandemic-related reallocation of work out of low-wage, economically insecure, personal service jobs is actually good news in disguise? And unfortunately, the answer is no. Reducing demand for non-college workers in low-paid jobs will not ultimately raise demand for these same workers in middle-paid jobs. Paradoxically, having too few low-wage, economically insecure jobs is actually worse than having too many. Tight labor markets, as the US and Europe and many thriving economies experienced prior to the pandemic, were great. They create aggregate benefits and particularly upward pressure for workers in the lowest paid positions. If we return to slack labor markets, the opposite will occur. Now, one of the surprises, and it sort of counter to my remarks, is in fact we are seeing a tight labor market now in many of these positions, despite the fact that employment has been reduced and has not come back. And so there's a lot left to understand about how the dynamics have been changed by the COVID crisis. I've been speaking about the demand side, but there may be supply side changes as well. It may be the combination of benefits and supports provided, in which case those will be temporary. But it may be that people's perceptions of what is the right work, leisure, life balance and set of trade-offs has changed. A few years out, I think we will realize there are efficiency gains that have come from that. And if that has changed attitudes about work and about the right set of the values associated with job quality, as well as in addition to job quantity, that may have longer term benefits as well as cost in making the adaptation.